Good morning, South Africans. I'm just here today to tell you, please stop focusing on what color a person's skin is in this country. Unite as South Africans against injustice in this country. Unite against corruption in this country. Unite for change in this country. Become one unit. As South Africans, we need to become one unit in society. We need to fight against injustice. I would always stand against injustice, no matter what color your skin is. For those out there who watched my previous video, I don't care. If that happened to another race, what happened to that white guy, I would still make the video. My point is, fight against injustice and unite as South Africans. Be proud to be South African. Not just be proud to be black, be proud to be white, Indian, colored, or whatever. Be proud to be South African. This is our country. And no one is going to get away with destroying our country anymore. Fight against the destruction of our country. Fight against the corruption in our schools. Fight against all the new books that are being released, allegedly, in life's orientation. Teaching our children more information on sexual positions, sexuality, and all that. Fight to bring God back into our schools. Fight for the morality of our country. Fight to change our government so that we can have a government that actually cares about South African citizens and not focusing 90% of their time on foreigners. We are South African. Unite as South African. Become one against the corruption of the ANC. Become one to make change in this country so that we can have a beautiful country again. This country was a beautiful country. There wasn't pollution everywhere. There wasn't damaged roads, potholes everywhere. There wasn't load shedding in this country the way it is now. Water problems were never heard of. We didn't have all these issues. We didn't have crime like we do now. We didn't have drug dealers like we do now. Prostitution like we do now. Why aren't people coming together and fighting against drug dealers, prostitution, corruption in our schools, corruption in our governments as a united South African group and not as black people fighting or whites or colors or Indians fighting? Please. You need to stand together as South Africans fighting against injustice. Become a united South Africa. Make change in this country by unity against corruption. Unity for our next generation of children. Our next generation of children, so that they can have safe school environment, so that their bathrooms, their lockers, their changing areas can be safe for those children, so that their education can improve, so that the hospitals can improve. Fight for the poor. No one is standing up against this government concerning the poor. The price of food is going up, and yet the poor keeps on suffering. The price of meat went up. The price of toiletries went up. I mean, look at the price of bread, hey? An average loaf of bread, sliced bread, goes between the prices of 14 Rand to 20-something Rand. If you're taking home a salary of under 2,000 Rand a month, if you're a domestic worker, or your gardener, shame the gardeners even earn less. You are taking home the salary. Just look at the prices. How can you survive? A fresh chicken today, average price starts at 60 Rand up to 100 Rand for one chicken. A packet of rice goes anything from 25 Rand to 35 to 36 Rand for 2 kg pack of rice. Just 2 kgs. Hey? A packet of pasta, macaroni or spaghetti, starting price is 15 Rand to 20 something Rand, up to 30 Rand. Think of that poor person that is earning 2,000 Rand a month. What can you get with 2,000 Rand a month, guys? Honestly speaking, the price of beef, average price of beef ranges from 79 Rand a kg to 110 Rand a kg. Lamb price ranges from 115 Rand a kg to 200 Rand a kg. Okay? Pork, which is supposed to be the cheapest meat available, price ranges from around 65 Rand a kg to 99 Rand a kg. Now picture someone with a salary of 2,000 Rand. They will buy a packet of rice. I mean, how long does the rice last you? 2 kg rice will last you just over a week. Under a week for most people. You need at least 10 kg rice for a family of 4 to 5 people. Is it not so? And most poor people have a lot of children because they don't have time to go and get that contraceptive. And some people think they're just deliberately making children for the grant. Sometimes they don't have time to go to the clinic because they are losing a day of work if they do. Do you think their boss is going to give them off to go to the clinic to get contraceptives? Hell no. So they're underpaid with no rights. So picture that mother coming home with her 2,000 Rand salary. She can barely afford rice for the month. Half of her money's gone just buying rice. She can't afford milk because, like, seriously, 97 Rand for a 6-pack of milk, plus minus. With her 2,000 Rand salary, do the maths, guys. A packet of six packets of mince goes for around 160 to 190 Rand a packet. That's only 6 days worth of meat. Hey? Are you deducting her 2,000 Rand? What is left of her money? Nothing. Do you think she can afford to eat meat? When mealie meal prices are sky high these days, most domestic workers, that's their stable diet because it makes them full and it saves them money. But today it doesn't. Soup packets are sky high today. Soup packets used to go for 1 Rand, 2 Rand a packet, like just a few years ago, where it was catered more for the poor. Bread used to be cheap, and eggs especially. Now eggs are ridiculously overpriced. I mean, a tin of tin fish, right, is 22 Rand. Tin fish that most people who can't afford meat buy to survive. But do you think they're going to throw away 22 Rand of tin fish? Guys with a salary of 2,000. Please have some sympathy for the poor. Start fighting for the rights of the poor in this country. Start fighting against the economy that keeps on rising every month. Start fighting against our salaries that are not increasing. Fight against change in this government to improve our lifestyles for the poor as well as the working class. Stop fighting against what color a person's skin is, please. If you see injustice of another race, stand up against it. Don't be quiet. Stand up. Be counted. And stop worrying about other people. Fight against injustice.